Well, welcome to Live on Air. This is your host, D-stine. I am here with a friend of mine, well, my wife's friend, Nikki. How about you introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us your name and occupation and
Okay.
a few things you'd like us to know about you.
My name is Nikki. I'm 35.
Oh, yes, the age.
I am a business owner.
Okay.
I'm also a mom, a single mom,
Okay, of how many kids? How many?
2 boys.
Two boys. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And the business is?
I own a hair salon.
So, hair.
Yes.
You own a
Shop.
You own a hair shop,
And
salon.
yeah, lash, hair, and aesthetic.
Okay, so you have to tell me. I've never been
So
to
lashes, lash extensions,
Mm-hmm.
brows, waxing, facials.
Okay. Is it like, I don't know, because all I know is barbershops, right?
Yeah.
So people come and rent a spot.
Correct.
So do you rent a spot or do you own the whole deal and you rent out spots?
I rent out spots.
Oh, okay, there you go. So you big time. So how lucrative is that?
What do you mean?
How much money?
I
If you
mean,
feel comfortable, I know that's a.
I definitely do well, but I mean, starting a business is not easy.
Yes.
So, you have to put in. So financially, you have to take losses in order to get to the bigger point of,
Right.
making profit, right?
Right, yep.
So, but like as a hairstylist myself doing hair, I would say I make like $100,000 a year.
Oh, 6 figures. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. And now we're back on money again, which I wanted to circle back to. How much do you think a man
Should make.
should make?
Okay, so here's the thing about that. I don't think that way.
What?
Yeah, no, because I think that men actually can't even fathom the amount of money they could make if they had a woman for guidance.
Right. Oh, okay.
So, like, biblically speaking, and I don't know, like, actually, I don't care. Biblically speaking, like, the Bible literally says, like, it was a gift for a man to have a woman. Like, God gifted a woman to a man to guide him, right?
Yeah.
So, in that, right?
Yep.
So, like, that's how I feel. So, I feel like if you don't,
If you have the right woman guiding you,
you
you can make.
it's unstoppable. Like,
Correct.
there's no proof
So-
on how much you
Okay.
can make.
Yes, I like that. That sounds good.
So I don't think that how much a man makes determines how they are as a partner.
So they could just start off with 0, and they could get over that barrier.
I'm not going to raise a man.
Yeah.
They have to have like a plan of action. They might like if you just started a business, like I'm not going to say like, oh, he's out of the question because he's just starting off. Like my mind is saying like, I can make this business.
And so, but it's starting off
Into-
just an idea, or is it an actual step though?
What?
Because a lot of people have ideas about businesses.
No,
wanna
it has to
start.
be in process.
Oh,
like you
okay.
can't just be like coming up with ideas
I
in your
just
room.
got
not,
an
like-
LLC.
But I also think like another thing is like when you're in the process of something, like if you're a janitor at a school, but you just started a business, do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, oh, he's a janitor. I'm never like. He's doing this in order to get to this
Oh, okay.
type of deal.
I find that fascinating though, because most women there's an amount like they just.
Yeah, because they're.
Unrealistic.
It's not that they're unrealistic. That's how they were raised.
Correct.
I think okay.
A lot of them though.
Do you know what I mean? Or so like it goes both ways. So
Yep.
like there could be a woman that. It stems from like how your mom is like so like if you have a woman a single mom that is dating men that are offering nothing, so she's giving everything for nothing, right?
Yep.
She is in turn not going to want her daughter to do the same thing, so she's
Correct.
going to say, if they're not paying a bill, if they're not doing this, if they're not offering you this, then like don't give them the time of day. But also you have the wealthy family.
Mm-hmm.
The dad is going to plant it in the daughter's head, like he's not offering you nothing.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when I die, you're gonna have millions, and he has nothing.
Right. No.
He's not good enough for you.
Okay.
So it goes hand in hand with both sides, I think.
I'm getting a picture of you now.
So
I see it.
but my mom was a workaholic, so that's also why I work the way that I do. So I've always been a worker. But I also have watched my mom go with all my dad's crazy plans, like and visions on a whim, and then watched her process them into reality.
Right. Okay. So your father was in prison.
Yeah.
So how long in?
Multiple times.
Oh, so okay.
So basically the story with that is my dad was he had a bunch of back surgeries. He got addicted to pain pills.
Okay.
He started writing his own prescriptions. He beat up the cops. He went to prison for 6 years.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I was 8 that time. But the first time my mom was pregnant, and he robbed a lady for these pictures.
Oh.
Like these like $1 million pictures, right? So he like was supposed to do 17 years, but he somehow miraculously got out of that.
Oh, okay.
And well, because they thought he had a gun, but really he just wrapped up batteries and made it look like a gun. He wasn't a bad guy, so
Right.
like he was just
Yeah.
a New Yorker that lived on the streets.
So that was in New York too.
Yeah.
See,
So
I didn't know that either.
So long story short, then he ended up having a bunch of surgeries. He went to prison for 6 years. So I like grew up in prison. Every weekend we would go to prison, and then he got out, and he opened up his business. He like did kitchens and
Right.
cabinets and all that. And so him and my mom ran that business for a long time till I graduated high school.
Yep. Spending a lot of time in prisons.
Yeah.
Made you a tough woman. Raised mostly by your mother, who sounds like she was tough from New York. What
Yeah.
part of New York?
So actually my mom was from Virginia. My dad was from New York. She moved here with a boyfriend who was actually super abusive to her. And so my dad was her neighbor.
Oh.
And the first time he saw her, he was like, "You're going to be my wife." And he basically like snuck in her window one day, and then they were together ever since.
That was it. So that's what you're looking for. Are you looking for someone to sneak you?
I'm not looking. Let's make that very
That's a
clear.
crime. No, I'm joking.
Not looking. 100% not looking.
Yeah, not
Did
looking.
he sneak in and take leadership, or did your mom have to guide him?
Oh, my dad was like, I mean, he was definitely the leader. Not always like at the best ways though.
Right.
Like he did really like reckless things. But she would always follow suit, which is, and she would make it good because that's what women do.
Right.
Yes.
You know, they water,
Help me.
they water the seeds,
That's it.
Yeah.
and then they grow. Okay.
They're supposed to anyway.
Yes.
So your childhood was, say, tumultuous. Did you have brothers and sisters, or just?
I have one sister,
Okay.
and then I have a bunch of cousins, so we
Okay.
all grew up together.
So
yeah.
older sister and younger sister.
Younger, 4 years.
No?
Just the two of us.
Does she have that same? Because if you guys discuss situations, does
She's
she have?
very submissive to her husband.
Do you? And what do you say when she tells you about these submissive things?
I mean, I think that like he provides a great lifestyle for them. So I think that it doesn't matter. And that's the thing, is that at the end of the day, a man is going to do what a man is going to do. There's nothing like, if a woman can persuade him to do something, then he's not fulfilling his purpose.
That's that book.
Yeah. So I think that she understands the purpose,
Right.
even when It's
Even when she tells him that the
ridiculous.
camera's in the wrong angle, and she thinks she's gonna move it.
Yeah, you are gonna move it. I said she was submissive, not me. There's not. I'm told you I have things to work on still.
So let's get into that book. God. So there was a man. I wish I could have the chapters pulled up.
I know.
Because one of them.
I
says,
mean, there's things about the book that obviously, like me as a woman, I was like, that's not. I mean, I just think if we could realize how men's brains are thinking compared to ours, it would just be like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, this is why he's doing this.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have known that, I would have just let it play out. But we don't because we're so far ahead
right.
that we're like,
But see, part of that.
why are you doing that when you could just do this?
Yeah. But
Like,
see,
why are you doing that? Because that's stupid.
Well, part of
But
that.
then it puts doubt in a man's like head to provide because it makes it look like we don't trust them.
Yes.
So
And the book that we're talking about is The Way of a Superior Man. David. I'm not saying his last name.
I don't know.
But yeah, The Way of the Superior Man is what the book that we are talking about. And chapter 16 says, women are not liars. I just went through that one again, so I can talk about that one. It was saying that women don't actually lie. They say how they feel in the moment and they just change, which it's lying. Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
I definitely think
But what are we talking about though? Like, are we talking about we're mad at each other and I'm like, I hate you. I think that you're going nowhere in life because
No.
like that's how I feel right
That's an
now. But
opinion.
like clearly that's not what's happening.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the example that he gave was, you might remember, oh God, it was, the woman said that she would move with him or something, and then after, she was like, no, I don't want to move with you. But you said, and he's like, don't say that what she said she was going to do, and then, because at the moment she felt that way, but then now she's not, like, and then he was like, oh, well, if a woman,
I think women do that. I think women lie because they don't want to hurt you. That's what I really think. And I think it's a lie.
so you do think so.
So I think that like if we're in the moment and
Yeah.
you're like, come move with me, we're going to have a great life. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, sure. And then when it comes down to it, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And I just was telling you that so I didn't hurt your feelings.
Yeah, see, I think you're actually identifying yourself with the masculine part of that book.
I'm really trying not
I
to
think
be.
but I think women lie too, but I don't think they. I think some follow through with just they direct their lies in a different way. Like they all lie, and then when it comes around, they'll lie to bring it back to the beginning, rather than just being straight up and
Yeah, I think.
I lied. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and another example was,
to try to make it seem like they're not lying, but ultimately they're lying.
yeah, no, another example was, he said, oh, you want to go to the movies? And he's just like, no. And he just hug her and say, oh, you want to go to the movies? And she's like, yeah, because she wasn't saying no that she doesn't want to go to the movies. She was saying no that, I don't know, just she wants to be with you or something like that. And I was like, that's a little.
So I think that is a bad example. But I agree with like sometimes we just want to be loved. Like that's what we go through. Like men go through life wanting to be free.
Right.
And women seek love. So going to the movies does not make me feel loved. You being excited and spinning me around the room and being like, we're going to the movies. Yeah, now I do want to go
Now
because
you do.
I'm with you and you're loving me the way that I feel like I want to be loved. And now I'll do anything you want to do because I feel loved. I think that's the point, that women will do anything for a man if they're being loved correctly, which doesn't happen like ever.
That feeling. They gotta
Yeah, I think that it's like really, you have to be like in constant communication with your partner about how they're feeling. Like also in arguments, like if we're having an argument, like, okay, like to stop in the middle of the argument and be like, how do you feel right now? Like, do you feel like I'm attacking you? Of course you do. 90% of the time you're going to feel attacked, right?
Yeah.
That's not what's happening. I'm not attacking you. I'm just trying to get past what we're arguing about together. So I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to attack the problem, but you will perceive it as me attacking you. So if you don't stop in the middle of an argument, now we're just going back and forth. Now we're saying things that we don't mean, and now we're not talking for a week and a half because I told you that. Whatever.
So you just
whatever to get it to stop.
Yeah.
and then you're just trying to hurt people's feelings. That's what they do.
No, I don't think it's intentional. I think that ultimately we both end up feeling attacked. And now we're in our trauma because whatever, this one I know from my mom, is if you trigger her, she's going to take the worst thing that you ever did in your life that made you feel the lowest, and she's going to throw it in your face, and you're going to feel like you're right back where you started.
I think that's just all mothers, actually.
Yeah. So
Once again, I don't. It surprises me that you like the book as much as you.
I
do.
like the book. Like I don't agree with everything the book says. I like the book on the way that it describes how a woman thinks mentally and a man will think mentally.
They were mostly right on that, but
as far as like, obviously it's the way of a superior man. So obviously I'm not going to agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think a man can be superior without a woman.
Without a woman.
Yeah, I just don't think it's possible. It's not how it's supposed to be. That's why we're here. We're literally here to make babies.
Say it again. And what else? Make
to
sandwiches?
guide men through life to make them
make
like,
babies and make sandwiches.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm not making those sandwiches. I gave that up. Yeah, I hate making sandwiches. I'll do anything else.
Yeah. God, what is the freaking point that I'm trying to... It was right there, too, and I missed it. It was right before, but it was before. Like, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, there is a
that
lot.
I wouldn't have thought that you, as a strong person, would agree with. The generalization of women, I don't really think is a thing. Like, he'll be like, oh, all women, they try their man. That's the point. They're testing their man.
100%.
So
if you don't think that you're getting set up, you're wrong. Like, there's things...
Constantly testing
not
your
constantly.
Man? That's what he was saying. He was like, Jesus is going to test you.
Yeah, but you're testing your patience. You're testing the way that you provide.
Yeah.
You're testing if you're lying or telling the truth. You're testing everything. That's a test every single day. You have to, every single day, choose to be honest.
Yep.
Choose to be patient with your spouse.
Your right. But okay, the example that he gave in the book was the guy made $1 million that day, came home and told his woman, hey, I made $1 million.
I know, the milk.
And the milk thing.
Yeah. Why didn't you get the milk?
But ain't that like...
No.
No?
Yeah.
No, because that was the test.
Oh
because
my
I needed the
God.
milk.
But
because you getting the milk makes my life easier.
So you know about the whole Travis Hunter situation, do you?
What?
No, you don't. Oh, I wish you did. Never mind. Because that's...
I'll have to look
isn't
it
that
up.
discernment? That's discernment, though.
What?
There's a certain time. If I just made $1 million, don't say anything to me about
Oh, okay.
milk
So
that
me,
I just,
like I'm
If you had $1 million, pick the
If
milk
I
up
can't.
on the way home.
yeah, like I mean, like I get both sides because like the man's like, who cares? I made $1 million. Like we'll buy
Yeah.
1 million gallons of milk.
There we go.
Okay, but at the end of the day, she was counting on you to bring the milk, and you didn't bring it. So then at the end of the day, if you won $1 million and I was stranded on the side of the road and needed gas, and you were like, oh, I won $1 million, but I didn't get any gas, I'm still out of gas.
Yeah, but isn't there a certain time
No.
that's supposed to...
Not if you were supposed to bring the milk.
Still milk.
So you are identifying with the female part. Okay.
I definitely do. I mean, for me, though, it's hard because I'm working to not be a masculine woman. So for me, I'd be like, hell yeah, we want $1 million. Forget the milk.
that's
But
what I'm-
that's not how it.
Really?
No, because
I would.
I'm depending on you for something, and you
Yeah. I
still
understand
didn't
that.
get it.
I
All you're
understand
thinking
that.
about is
No,
that
no.
you won $1 million. That has nothing to do with me.
It does.
So
though.
it does in your mind, but in my mind, I'm saying like,
Yeah.
okay, you won the $1 million. You're gonna go celebrate, but where's my milk?
Yeah.
What about me? So
Yeah,
I
that
think,
one there,
yeah.
kinda, I was like, no, that because
So like I agree, but like somebody who's deals with money all the time,
Right.
like I
How
probably
big of
would
a
be.
deal would it have been? It
Probably wouldn't have been that
that
big of a deal,
it
but
shouldn't have been a big deal
I
right then,
definitely
though.
am still asking.
Don't you
my
dare
husband.
talk to me about milk when I just made a freaking $1 million.
I mean, I can get why you would be upset.
Nah, we can talk about this.
But
I
like,
don't
here's
know,
the
a week
milk
from
and
now.
$1 million. I would have been like,
Yeah.
great. Where are we going?
Exactly.
But and see, I think that's the
But
disconnect,
that
though.
goes down. I think that boils down to the thought of the man putting in.
Exactly.
But I
It's
think
the
that-
effort.
Doesn't
But I
matter how much
think
Go out there and make so
Oh,
much money every
see.
single day, but still don't forget your effort for your.
yeah, but I think
Never
that
forget.
I think those two things aren't like
Because also like $1 million can be a threat to a woman if she's not secure in her relationship with her man.
Yeah.
yes.
So now you're not bringing the milk and you have $1 million. Where do I fit in
But
that?
think of the type of man that's gonna go out and make $1 million.
No, he won $1 million. He didn't make it.
Oh no, he said make. He
He
said make. He'd been
made-
working at it and he made it.
I don't think that's how it was.
It was.
Like a business deal.
He said I made $1 million today. He didn't give a.
Who the hell is making $1 million
He did say make.
in a day?
There's quite a bit of people that.
How many?
I mean, not like.
I mean, business.
Yeah, business.
Business.
Big.
And that's what I'm saying. See, it wasn't win. It wasn't win because that's different. Now that's different because if
Yeah.
somebody that's just luck. No, I'm talking about the man that actually goes out there and works and pursues and makes something. That type of man, he ain't gonna deal with
The
like,
milk thing.
He's
Well,
gonna
now that he
forget
has
the
$1
milk.
million, of course not.
Yeah, but he's gonna forget the milk sometimes because that man is out making $1 million.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's
Okay,
But I mean, I definitely
we have-
nothing's more. I also like what's your love language because acts of service is my
Oh.
love language. So if you didn't bring that milk, I'm gonna be upset because I needed the milk and I don't want to go out of my way to get the milk when I asked you to get it, and now we're both here and there's no milk.
So do you think he doesn't love you because he didn't get the milk?
I-
Or do you think that maybe he was just?
I don't
busy
think.
making
I think that if you needed the milk and I forgot it, you'd be pissed. I think it's
No.
I
No, I don't think so.
maybe not you, but
I don't think the guy that's making $1 million is gonna be mad because the wife
What is your
didn't
love
get
language?
mine.
Yeah.
We figured this out before. It's
have you read the book? Yeah, you
yeah,
have.
yeah. It's not acts of service. It might be acts of service. I have a
Most
spread of a lot of
guys
them.
is
Physical touch?
words
That's
of
what people-
affirmation.
Not me. As I
Well,
could
because
care
you
less.
already think you're great.
Yeah. Like, nobody can tell him. Physical touch.
I think physical touch is part of it. It's definitely not gifts because I don't care. Just buy whatever I want to. It might be a combination of that.
Quality time.
Oh yes, my own quality time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Quality time.
Mine's 100% acts of service. If you do anything that I don't have to do, I will be happy.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm busy. I have a busy life. So if you're taking anything off my plate,
Right. Yeah, I think that's mine too.
His
Because that's
could be-
my
I think
father's.
His is
The old man's
physical
was
touch
acts of service.
and acts of service.
yeah.
His is, oh yeah, if I can run all around the world for him and he can just go to work.
Yeah, I am huge. I don't know, but I do require all.
Yeah, well,
Me too, a little bit of it.
But-
it's most of the time.
But
It's not
acts of
just
service
one.
is like
it's the biggest
like,
one.
It's like I will love the shit out of you.
Well, see,
like,
that's 'cause
I'm
you're
like-
a busy person. Like
I'm
yeah,
so
like
busy.
You said, you're busy.
Like
so.
I do so many things in a day. So if you can take one thing off, I'm like my cleaning lady. I love my cleaning lady. I will marry her.